So, literally 2 days ago, you can probably see right here, and I don't know if you can see them, but I literally got 8 staples in the side of my head 2 days ago. And it's like 2 days later, I made a post, and I was pretty much just like, because I never even really thought of it, and I was talking to just somebody, and they're like, dude, like, how did you work the next 6 hours? I have like a literally like a major concussion, and had staples inside my head, and I got up the next day, and I worked, and I did what I needed to do, and did my coaching call, and a couple of my clients were like, bro, like, that's insane that you just like did that. Like, I would have been out for a week. And a lot of times, like, and I thought about it, and it makes me realize everybody's looking for a way out. Everyone's looking for a way out. With everyone, when I talk to people on the phone about potentially working together and taking action and taking control of their fitness, everyone looks for reasons not to do things. Everyone looks for a way out. Everyone's looking for a reason not to. And that's what I thought about. I'm like, I never look for a reason not to. I'm never looking for a reason to not hit my goals. I'm never looking for a reason, I got my head hurt, my head's injured, so I can't do it today. I'm like, no, I can do it. I even though my head's injured, I can find a way. Like, I can do it not as well. And I think that's an important aspect, because everybody's looking for a way out, a reason not to. And if there's reasons not to do anything today, I kind of am a little bit tired, so I'm just not going to do it. It's crazy. You can find a reason not to do things every single day. You can find a reason not to get in shape. You can find, like, you are probably busy. You are probably have things to do. You probably will maybe not have as much unhealthy food as you'd like sometimes, right? But the thing is, if you are looking for a way in, you find a way in. You find a way to get in shape. You get a coach. You have somebody who holds you accountable. You will make a way. And that's the reality, is like your goals, the actions you have to take to hit your goals don't care about your excuses. To get in shape, whether you want to get in shape or you don't want to get in shape, if you put your body through what it needs to do, you will get in shape. And you can't argue that. Whether my clients still need help, my people still need help, whether my head's freaking busted or not. And it's bullshit, because I have 8 staples inside of my head right now. And make sure you can see them. Like, they're, if you look through my Instagram, you'll see the post. But the point is, you're not made of glass. Like, I could have been, here's the thing. You really figure out, how easy it is to not do things when you have the perfect excuse. And that's the point of the post I made, is like, everyone wants the perfect excuse. They're looking for one. They're waiting for that perfect thing they could say that everybody would agree with. And even if you take it to its natural extreme, like, I have cancer, or my dog died, or I had a death in the family, even though that stuff's terrible, and I don't wish that on anybody, and I'm not saying you have to power through that, because that's the excuse I understand, but to an extent it is an excuse. Like, you have the capacity to win regardless of whatever circumstance you're in. Like, you have the functional capacity to execute, whether you had a death in the family or whatever it is. You are still capable of taking the actions you need to take. And that is the point that I'm making, is, yeah, it might be uncomfortable. Yeah, it might suck. Yeah, you might not want to do it. Yeah, it might be boring. Yeah, it might be repetitive. But that's the thing, is like, your circumstances don't care. Like, your actions don't care about the circumstances you're in. If you take the actions you need to take, and you do the things you need to do, you're going to get the results you want to get. And you literally can't argue that. And I think it's just something I've noticed. Everybody's made of glass. Every little inconvenience, every little, my day's ruined. I didn't get 8 hours of sleep. I didn't have my routine or whatever it is, and their day's ruined. And one of the best skills I've developed is the ability to just do what I need to do regardless of my circumstances, and wake up and act in imperfect conditions. Because I think a lot of people need shit to be perfect. They need shit to be pretty. It's like, look at this YouTube video. I'm recording on my phone. And I've been like that in the past. I needed to be perfect. It needs to be, ready. But imperfect action is always going to beat perfect inaction. Because it's like a fallacy people have. They have to have great conditions to act. Well, if your goal is to walk, or whatever the frick it is, whether you walk one step is better than 0 steps. Trying to prepare to take a step is not taking a step. And that's the idea in the I guess the lesson here in the video is, if you just are always like, make an excuse to win. Be the person who makes an excuse to freaking win. Like, okay, I'm tired today, but I can get it done. I'll be able to get it done. Like, flip it on its head. Most people are looking for a way out of things. They don't want to execute. They don't want to act. They don't want to be good. They don't want to be great. And if you can just be that person who looks for a way in, who looks for a way to act, who finds excuses to act, you're going to be all right. And so much of that is, make sure you're in the right mental environment too, right? If you're around a bunch of people who are always making excuses and talking about how bad everything is and negativity, it freaking wears on you, man. And it's better to be alone in your own thoughts, because if you're a winner, you put a mirror up and you're surrounded by winners. And that's the beauty of it, is like, if you can just always find an excuse and a way to win, you will. And regardless of your circumstance, regardless of whatever the mood is, it doesn't matter, because the actions need taken. The actions and the things and the tasks are done or not done. If you want to get in shape, the calories, the macros, the protein, those numbers need to be hit. And you can hit those numbers no matter how you feel. You can hit those numbers no matter what excuse you have. Those tasks are either hit and completed or not completed. And there's so much of this bullshit maybe world. It's like, don't live in maybe. Don't live in almost. Don't live in wanted to. Like, don't live in to-do lists that never get finished. And it's just a shit world that a lot of people live in. They just want. And it doesn't matter what you want. It literally doesn't matter what you want, because everyone wants the same things. It only matters what you do, what tasks you complete, what actions you've taken. And even a lot of times people will convince themselves they're taking action and they're not. You're not reading a book or preparing. It's not. You just got to do the shit. You have to find the tasks you must complete each day to achieve your goals and complete them. One of these tasks is filming this freaking video, sharing my experiences and sharing my knowledge and what I've learned with my clients. Sometimes I don't want to film videos, but you would never notice. I have a concussion with 8 staples inside of my head. I'm filming this video, and this is freaking proof that I'm living what I'm preaching. And everyone wants a reason not to act. They want a freaking excuse. If you can just be that person who finds an excuse in the way to win, you find an excuse to win, you will always win. Because if it's hard for you, it's hard for them. If it's hard for you, it's hard for everyone else. And when it's hard for you and you push through, that exact moment is you separating yourself. Because if it's hard right then for you, it's hard right there for everyone. And that exact moment when you push through is you being the difference between the bottom and the top. And every single moment you have where you could make an excuse and everyone would agree with you and say, you know what? Oh no, yeah, take a day off. You're fine. You're chill. When you say no and you push through, that's where you separate yourself. And that is where freaking killers lie. The people who get the results when everyone else says it's okay not to. That's the beautiful thing about progress and action. Action is universal. Action doesn't care. Action is a universal display of discipline. And that's why fitness is so beautiful, to be that perfect catalyst to ripple into other areas of your life when it comes to discipline. Yeah, I'm a huge advocator of not doing anything strict and enjoying yourself, because again, it comes down to the key actions, right? The key action isn't have a meal plan. The key action isn't freaking eat keto. The key action isn't whatever. The key action isn't cut out carbs. Like, I'm big on it because it's not what matters. It's calories, protein. That's it. That's all that matters. You hit those numbers, you're good, and you're gonna be fine. So I'm big on the big drivers, and that's what I'm saying. If you understand the principles and the key big drivers, you understand just the actions. You understand the numbers. If your action is not cut out carbs, that's just like no carbs. Come on, that's not a driver. It's not an action you can take. But when you calories, protein, steps, 2 days a week, those are actionable, tangible things you can hit, and that's why they work. But yeah, I mean, I think that's just kind of the lesson itself, is you're not made of glass. If you don't get the results, it's because you didn't take the actions. And everyone that I talk to, fitness-wise, who says, oh, I did hit it, I did hit my numbers, I hit my protein, but I'm just not getting the result. I don't know why I'm not losing weight. I don't know why I'm not in shape. Well, I can invariably guarantee you hit the numbers you need to hit when it comes to your calories, your protein, your macros. You invariably, it's a mathematical guarantee. It's not a probability. You're guaranteed to hit those numbers. You're guaranteed to lose the weight if you hit the numbers. And that's why I guarantee everything when it comes to my program, right? Like, you don't get the result, you don't pay me. Because I can sit there and say, you hit these numbers, it's gonna happen. So that's why when people work with me, it's not a matter of if they get results, it's a matter of just when they get results. Because you sign up, it's hard for me to put into words how certain I am, because it's math and it's action. And you take these actions in this way, you get the results that you want. And I can do it, and I can promise it 60 minutes a week, work out 60 minutes a week. You can keep beer, you can keep the ice cream, and you can lose 25 to 50 pounds within the next 6 months of me. It's guaranteed that you do not pay. I guarantee a result. You sign up, you are getting the result, and I can pretty much guarantee it within the 6 months, but I guarantee you get the result, period. That's why I'm always like, maybe it takes 7, maybe it takes 8, but you sign up, you're getting the result, and that's what I do. And if you want, you're serious about results, and you're done making freaking excuses, and you're ready to find a way in, you're ready to actually look for a way into your goals as opposed to a way out of your goals, you can get my entire system for free. Or you can shoot me a message on Instagram, Riley J. Watkins, and reach out. You can get my entire system completely free if you're tired of making excuses. You want to actually get results. Let's chat it up. Get the free course. I'll reach out. Message me on Instagram. We'll freaking get it. Let's go.